As you know, there is a ton of information out there in magazines, on the internet, about what you should be eating. This diet, now that diet, it's low carb, it's high fat, it's low fat, it's high protein. So much information, and it really is quite difficult for everyone to pick through what's true, what's right for you. So I think a really great place to start is actually with your own essential DNA. Who are you? Where have you come from? What were your ancestors eating? Because that's really a great key. So for some people, they haven't been socialised, they haven't been brought up around dairy, for example. So they might be, if you're, for example, Chinese, dairy is a really new food, incredibly difficult for Chinese people to process. It's not good for them. They don't have the mechanism to break down the lactose. But if perhaps you're red-haired and you've got loads, a long lineage in Ireland, for example, that might be a very different story for you. So I think find out who your ancestors are, perhaps get your DNA done if you're into that, maybe 23andMe, there's loads of different online DNA kits now that aren't expensive, and figure out what your tribe pretty much were eating, because that's going to give you a brilliant indicator of whether high carbs are good for you, whether you're going to feel good on that, because ultimately it's about what you feel good on. And what works for some people might not be ideal for you. I mean, there are some levelers, which is processed sugar, that's just new food and that doesn't work for anyone. But it really is different, where you see people just consuming fat and indigenous tribes consuming a lot of fat, and that's perfect. Or you see other tribes consuming a lot of carbohydrate, and that for them is also ideal. So I think the thing to do is really start doing a little bit of research on who you are and what really works for you. That's all from me. Subscribe below and have a healthy week.